Hello, everyone, and welcome to the part 14 of this Amazon Bedrock AgentCore series. In our session today, we will learn about AgentCore Gateway. These are some reference URLs that I've mentioned over here. I would certainly recommend that you visit these URLs as they have additional information on this particular topic. I've also created playlists for Amazon Bedrock and AgentCore on my channel. As I create additional tutorials and labs, I will have them added to these playlists. All these URLs will be mentioned in the description of this video. So these are the different modular components of AgentCore. Till now, we have basically discussed about runtime. This was our first component, or then we discussed about memory. This was our second component. And starting from today, that is part 14, we will discuss about gateway. This is going to be our third component. So what is AgentCore Gateway? AgentCore Gateway provides a standardized way for AI agents to discover and interact with tools. And if you may ask, how does it do that? It does that by acting as an MCP server, providing a single access point for an agent to interact with its tools. So let's say if you go to an interview, or maybe somebody asks you, your colleague asks you, what is AgentCore Gateway? Then you can say that AgentCore Gateway is an MCP server that provides a standardized way and a single access point for AI agents to discover and interact with tools. This is the simplest definition that you can give to anybody. Now, an AgentCore Gateway can have multiple targets, and each of these targets can represent a different tool or a set of tools. Now, what services can act as targets? You can essentially have a Lambda function, API, OpenAPIs, Smithy models, and other tools. And we'll come to these other tools in a bit. Now, each gateway must have an OAuth authorizer attached to it. If you do not have an OAuth authorization server, you can use Cognito to create one. This is also because of MCP. Now, if you do not know what MCP is all about, please refer to my 10-part series. I will have the URL mentioned in the description of this video. Please refer to the 10-part series on my channel, because I will not be going into the details of how MCP works. Now, Gateway uses the attached execution rule to make calls to those targets. Now, if you are using an OpenAPI target, then you must attach an AgentCore credential provider which stores the API key or the OAuth credentials. Why? Because Gateway is going to use these credentials to access your OpenAPI target, or basically make your API call. Now, Gateway supports both Ingress authentication as well as Egress authentication. When you say Ingress is essentially authenticating the agent, and Egress would be authenticating the tool. Now, one thing to keep in mind, it's a fully managed service. So always remind this to you at the beginning of every module. Always remember that Amazon Bedrock is a fully managed service. AgentCore is part of Amazon Bedrock, hence it is also fully managed. And AgentCore Gateway, by extension of that, is also a fully managed service. So always remember that, okay? It's a fully managed service. So you will have minimal things to do. Like you just provide the credentials and it will do all the magic behind for you. Now over here, we said that along with Lambda, OpenAPI, and Smithy tools, it also works with some other tool definitions as targets. Now, what are those other tool definitions? So Gateway also provides a one-click integration with popular tools such as Salesforce, Slack, Jira, Asana, and Zendesk. These are some other tools. So hopefully this was helpful, and now you know what is AgentCore Gateway. Now let's look at some of its core features. The first feature that it provides is debugging messages. So while you are working with AgentCore Gateway, it allows the return of detailed debugging messages when invoking a gateway. Now, this feature can actually come handy, especially in your lower environments when you're trying to debug and resolve something. And you can always disable this setting in your production environment before deployment. The next feature that it has is custom encryption. So instead of using an AMS managed key, you can encrypt your gateway with a custom AWS KMS key that you control and manage. Finally, you have semantic search for tools. Now, semantic search for tools is essentially a search for tools that supports natural query language or natural language query. And finally, you have tagging. Now you can add tags to your gateway. Why? In order to categorize your resources for tracking and organizational purposes. Now, let us look at some benefits of AgentCore Gateway. I think the first one is pretty obvious, is simplification of tool development and integration. We already saw it integrates with your Lambdas, your open APIs, and some of your third-party tools like Slack, Jira, Asana, and Zendesk. Now we also have unified access because you can enable your agents to discover and use tools through a single secure endpoint. You also have intelligent tool discovery. Remember that it supports semantic search capabilities. This is built in, by the way. Along with that, it also provides comprehensive authentication. We spoke about it. It has inbound authentication or ingress authentication, verifying the agent identity. Along with that, it also has outbound authentication, that is authentication of the tools that the agent is trying to connect to. And it does all of this using OAuth. Finally, you have framework capabilities. So it also works with some of the popular open source frameworks like Crew AI, LangGraph, Lambda Index, and Strands. Remember, it is a fully managed service and it is serverless. So you don't have to do anything. It automatically scales based on demand. It has built-in observability and auditing capabilities to simplify your monitoring and troubleshooting. So some awesome benefits for you. Always remember it is fully managed. So whenever a service is fully managed, you have to do minimal work. Most of the heavy lifting is done by the service itself. So we just discussed that it's an MCP server. So which MCP operations does it support? These are the two operations. First is invoking or calling a specific tool with the provided arguments. And the next is listing the available tools. So tools/call and tools/list. Finally, let us look at the different use cases. Now, this is also pretty obvious. First is, if you have any secure enterprise workflow automation, yeah, you can create your agents, you can provide all the authentication details, you can repurpose your Lambda functions as tools and have a complete workflow automation. Next is transforming existing APIs into agent tools, like your Lambda functions or your APIs, the open APIs. And most importantly, it provides a centralized governance and scalable tool management. So I hope that this overview was helpful. Do post your comments. And today is actually 1st of January 2026 while I record this video. So happy New Year to all of you. And we will be continuing our learning journey in 2026 as well. So happy learning. So this is it from me today. Thank you and have a fabulous year ahead. Bye-bye.